Hi, everybody. It's me, Bella, again with the New Times. I am here. I just finished telling the kids' version of the New Times, and it is so much fun to be here on live studio for the first time. And I also did a version of the New Times story that's from 2023 through 2026. And there's an adult version, and it's all kicking off this summer. I'm so excited. I'm the one who created the New Times, and I want everyone to follow the New Times. So here it is. Okay.
The New Times. The countdown to summer is 10 days long, and then on June 1st, summertime. The adult version of the New Times story from 2023 through 2026 is very professional. Instead of a rainbow and full of cartoons and lights and really good freedom, it's about being yourself, and it's about all black and white and blue, being at work. And so the New Times for the adults, I had to think about it really of working through. The characters for the adult version we've come up with are Uncle Sam and Marilyn Monroe. So equally as fun, but certainly very serious people. A little broken at best, but to be quite honest, after passing through the Asian district and finding the black son of the Illuminati, I think I can handle a few dark, proud characters. So, moving on. Uncle Sam and Marilyn Monroe are from Paradise Valley. Characters are timeless as dirt. So we've got a political figure in the blue, red, and white top hat, and he has his own campaign, his own pizza shop, a lot of fun. On the other side of it, Marilyn Monroe, perfectly iconic, with curly blonde hair, and typically is in the color black, very 1940s specifically. Scarier than scary, the 1940s, larger than life, and just basically really spacey. But she made it. She was the icon. So, here we go. Once upon a time on May 22nd, Monday, the most common workday of all, the professionals at work drove their Lincoln cars from 4500 East and Cactus Road and turned left. They drove all the way till 32nd Street and Cactus until they were at home. From there, they got out of their Lincoln car, went in their house, and freshened up. Uncle Sam walked Marilyn Monroe all the way to the church's chicken. It was very refined, and they were very much for that church. They were obsessed with their Lincoln Town car. I mean, Marilyn Monroe loved his car. And she was in something that was a little bit bigger than town, less political. Yep. So they finished their fried chicken and they went back home. Then they went to Goodwill that night and they picked out some new clothes because it was local and it was inexpensive and they liked it. And then they ate Burger King, the most American food they could find. Burgers and french fries and soda. So they went back home and they had a cup of Crown Royal to cap the night. Uncle Sam put on a nightcap, Marilyn Monroe, pink Lauren Ralph Lauren pajamas. But she stumbled upon on Amazon, and it wasn't a sad time. It was today, so it was a very happy time. Next of all, they went to Dunkin' Donuts the next morning in separate cars, their Lincoln Navigator and their Lincoln Town car. And they had large iced vanilla Dunkin' Donuts coffees with donuts, and they were delicious. They loved them. They spoke to each other very calmly, like Uncle Sam and Marilyn would. And being the classiest of people, they took their time. As they looked out the window, they knew it was a perfect day in America. This is tomorrow, Tuesday. Furthermore, because they were so wealthy and well-known, on their way home, they stopped by their favorite little restaurant and picked up the biggest lunch they could find. Feeling up for the day is important. And so it was Lovecraft, and it was the most lovely restaurant ever. They spent dollars and dollars and dollars and dollars, probably $30 whole on each of their lunches. And it was Mexican food.
Oh my gosh.
Nextly, they did their work at home today because, well, that's where they were. Nextly, they went to dinner, of course, at Streets of New York.
I can see if you were watching.
Uncle Sam's favorite. Red sauce, sweet, delicious melted cheese, and chicken. Anyway, they had pizza. There's a lot of eating in this America to keep ourselves comfortable, you must understand. So let's just focus on eating for a sec. The next day they went to the Euro shop at the $1 billion strip club. Not strip club, strip mall. And small city, you can never even guess it's for a billionaire. A millionaire, actually. And it's just small in his mind. Who knows where those people go? Apparently there.
I see.
And
the satellites are meant to be. Hello. Okay, focus time. I got it.
For the summertime. So they passed by the chef of Chompies and made a reservation. The fanciest restaurant in town. And they knew they wanted to leave for Los Angeles on the first day of June. So, at night, after talking to chefs who suggested the cooks, they went to the cooks and they ate Chinese food, and it was cool. So they woke up the next morning, drove through Dunkin' real fast in their cute Goodwill clothes, jeans, white t-shirts, and they had their little suitcases packed with swim trunks and a bikini. And they walked to Chompies no later than 10:30, and they sat down and they had King Roastery coffee. This is complimenting, of course. Burger King and the Crown Royal, they had it at nighttime. King Roastery coffee just did it to them. They were so caffeinated, they had 3 cups each, and they were obsessed. 2 yellow sugars in each cup and 3 vanilla creamers. So, and Uncle Sam had 3 Shamrock Farms creamers because they were just the most classic tasting tin. He's a very serious political guy like Jefferson or Washington. Apparently the government's a really big deal around here. Anyway, the dead presidents are dead, so we're moving on. What did they eat for breakfast? Eggs, hash browns, and toast. Yep, each of them. Then they went to the to-go section and they picked up a Dr. Brown soda. They ordered french fries to go in the small styrofoam containers, the big wedge cut ones that you could bite into, and it was enough. Then they had cookies and whole milk to go as well, and they put them in the Chompies bag with the bagel on it, and they walked out the front door. Furthermore, they went back into their cars, but because Uncle Sam had a town car, he had to hop into Maryland, so they switched cars at home, and they made sure all their stuff was in there. Their Chompy's bags were in the back seat. And then they drove through Jack in the Box because they killed enough time to make it to lunch. And then it was known that it was a California drive-through restaurant. The only place to go to California before California was Jack in the Box. So they had mini tacos and french fries and soda pops, and it was easy. Then the only place to fill their gas tank before California is Shell gas station. So they drove all the way up to the fancy part of the city. Thank you so much. Right past 52nd Street, where Paradise ends and Scottsdale begins. And they went to the left side of 64th Street, Shell gas station. They filled up Maryland's Navigator all the way to the top. It took $115. They grabbed a Polar Pop. That's what they call them nowadays. Not even a Thirst Buster, a Polar Pop. Except it wasn't Circle K, so it's just one of those big, stupid sodas. Well, they liked them. So they were prepped for their 6 to 7 hour car ride to Los Angeles. And as adults, they were super professionally prepared, and they had their wallets stuffed with money. And we drove all the way through Paradise, down Tatum, turned right on Cactus Road, and we were ready to say goodbye to the desert. Turned left for the 51 and took the best route in the whole state. They exited for downtown Phoenix. They were on the big curve, and they had to get off on 7th Street, where they turned left, did a U-turn, and then found the exit for Los Angeles eventually, right across the way. And thank God they weren't taking the bus. And then drove 7 hours to Los Angeles. When they parked their Navigator at the hotel, they checked in, and they heated up their french fries and dipped them in ketchup and ate them and drank their Dr. Brown soda and were refreshed. They ate their cookies and they drank their milks. They adjusted to the place and fell asleep in separate rooms. Then, when they woke up, it was June 1st, the first day of summertime. So in my story, because I'm the professional adult now, we have June, July, and August as summertime, from the 1st of June to the last day of August. And Mr. passes the children's schedule, which when they go back to school, it's the middle of August, but because we're adults, we go all the way to the end of August, and then we start the fall to support the children in their school year. We have our own year. So back to the story. Uncle Sam and Marilyn Monroe wake up in their hotel in California, and they stretch and yawn. It's June 1st. They're so excited for their sunshiny, summery day, 2023, June 1. They hop out of bed, put their peachiest clothes on. Marilyn's butt's wrapped in something lovely. And she has her bikini on and throws her flip-flops on and swings her tote on and goes out the door. Uncle Sam puts his swim trunks on and their American flag. And she has a baseball cap on that says LA on it. And it's perfect. They hop in Maryland's Lincoln Navigator with big smiles on their faces, and they go to the local Circle K in Los Angeles, and they grab a Juneberry Red Bull for June 1, which is what they're going to be drinking all summer long. Juneberry Red Bull for vitality. busy professionals at work than college students. Nextly, they drive the Lincoln Navigator all the way to the beach. They both have these big black sunglasses on, the richest ones, for $100. So they park at the beach, the only place to go in all of the Southwest for the summertime, in June, July, and August. So they're at the LA beach, and it is just a crisp, cool air outside. They hop out of their car with a towel and the striped umbrella that's red and white, and Uncle Sam sticks it in the stand as hard as he can, and it stays there. And they throw their towels out, and they put them down, and they lay down in the sunshine. They finish their Juneberry Red Bulls and periwinkle and pink coloring and silver that says summer on it. Stick them in the sand. And then they stretch and yawn. And in this version of the New Time story, the adult version, Uncle Sam has to take a photograph of Marilyn Monroe at the beach. So she lays on her stomach and puts her hands under her chin. It was lovely. So he snaps a photograph in his big clunky camera, and there was a flash, and it was just, everyone knew the biggest icon was there. She was honored to have a photograph. She very beautifully looked after a towel, and then ran to the ocean and took a swim. And that's how the summer began for the adults in the New Time story. Perfectly punctual on June 1st, 2023, the beach of Los Angeles.
Wow, you guys, that was such a good story. Just like the kids' story of the cartoons, Bugs Bunny and Tasmanian Devil, it was Marilyn Monroe and a government figure. The government. Uncle Sam, the pizza guy. So it's not that big of a deal who got to go to Los Angeles. So that was so much fun. I had so much fun sharing my stories with you guys, and it's a lot of angles. There's more. I'm going to make more New Times videos, which is important. So this little studio is so awesome, super awesome, American and lovely, and I'm just hanging out in here. So nice to meet you. Bye. Don't be mean, Sam.